Hi guys, happy Wednesday. It's hump day. I love that phrase. It's so silly. Anyway, hi, I'm Meg Sylvester. I am a holistic health coach. And today I am talking about a simple swap that I just implemented into my life. I can't believe that it took me this long to do it, but it is making my nights so much more relaxed and my mornings I feel like they belong to me now, just so much more pleasant and so much more relaxed. So this is my hack of the week. Just as a reminder, every Wednesday at noon Central Time, I will be doing a life hack for the mind, body, and soul. So join me every Wednesday at noon Central Time. Anyway, okay, so let's jump in. I want you to know that this is a twofold swap. Obviously we're taking something away, yeah, but then we're adding something back in, so you get to add something really lovely back in. And I really love to teach through analogies. So I want you to imagine a cup of water, right? You know how you set out a cup of water before you paint, okay? And imagine how beautiful and clear that cup of water is, right? And then you take that paintbrush with paint on top, right? And you dip it into the water, and what happens? The water turns color, right? So you still have the water there, but it's totally different than it was before. So I want you to think of that as your mind, okay? So your mind, when you wake up, right before you go to sleep, you want it to be this beautiful, clear, just, you know, not tainted with anything. It's just your beautiful, nice mind, pleasant thoughts, everything's happy. And then you take a paintbrush, right? You take some trigger, you drop it in, and then it's changed. It's done, right? Okay, so can you guess what that trigger is? Can you guess what the paintbrush with the paint is that's causing your evenings to be just a little bit disruptive and your mornings to not belong to you? Can you guess? It's your phone, okay? And you're like, really, Megan, is this the whole big secret? Yes. Okay, it's part of it, right? So, and yes, Jessica, caffeine, that is certainly not the best thing for us when we're trying to go to sleep. But right now I'm talking about your phone. All right, so just imagine, you know, you're laying in bed, you're about to go to sleep, you're scrolling on your phone because that's just the habit, right? It's just the habit that we're scrolling on the phone. And then something comes in and pisses you off, or something comes in and it just disrupts your thoughts. Maybe it doesn't piss you off, but it gets your mind going, right? It gets your wheels turning, your mind going, and then all of a sudden you're going from laying in bed scrolling to an idea, or pissed, I can't believe she said that, I can't believe she posted that, I can't believe she did that. Or you check your email, right? You check your email, it's work, something makes you mad, or it just gets your wheels turning again, right? We don't need our wheels turning before bed. So, let me take a breath because I get really, really wound up about this. Anyway, you need to remove your phone from your room. Simple as that. Remove your phone from your room, and I guarantee you your evenings will get more relaxed. Okay, now there's more to it, right? So again, just think of, you know, your mind is that cup of water, right? We want to keep it clear. So don't take that paintbrush and dip it in and turn the water a totally different color. Remove the paintbrush altogether. Remove the phone from your room. And not only do phones, you know, disrupt our thoughts because we're scrolling through them, but there's so many studies out there, you know, talking about how the waves, you know, that are emitted from your phone completely disrupt our sleep and completely disrupt our sleep cycles. So not only is there, you know, the complete mind F word that you're giving yourself by scrolling through, it is the waves coming out of your phone while you're sleeping that are just totally disrupting your sleep cycles, okay? So you need to remove the phone from your room. Now, But Megan, I need it for an emergency. What if someone calls for an emergency? Okay, that was my husband's first reaction. And what I asked him was, think about the past 2 years. How many times have you gotten a phone call in the middle of the night that was a complete emergency? Do you know what his answer was? 0. Okay, but we don't have kids that are teenagers that are driving around at night. So you might be asking me, well, I mean, what am I supposed to do? And in that case, take your phone, put it somewhere far away from your bedstand, but where you can still hear it. So turn all your notifications off, keep your ringer on, just to give you that peace of mind. You know, maybe put it in your closet, you know, somewhere else, but not by your bedside, okay? Now, the second part that I want to talk about is, and I know what you're thinking too, but I use my phone as an alarm, right? How many of you use your phone as an alarm? Because that's what I was doing. But I have something for you, but you have to wait, okay? So the next really amazing part of getting your phone out of your room is figuring out where to put it and where to plug it in. So I started by plugging it in my bathroom, right? Because it was the next room. But I recognized that when I was waking up, I was going into my bathroom, walking past the phone, and like not being able to resist the urge of looking at it, right? So my morning started off, you know, 2 seconds of pleasantness, and then going into my bathroom and grabbing it and looking at the phone because I just literally can't resist the urge to pick it up. I can't. Okay, so then I tried in the kitchen, but the kitchen is the second place that I go. So how many of you go from bed to bathroom to kitchen? Yeah? I mean, it's a really, you know, simple cycle. All right, so the kitchen didn't work because I was going from bed to bathroom to kitchen. So then I had to find a different room to put it in. And I put it in my kid's bathroom because I don't really go in there. All right, so just the sheer act of taking the phone out of the room, or at least removing it from your bedside table, is going to increase your sleep quality because the waves that are released from your phone are not screwing with your headspace. But it's also going to improve your just the quality of time that you have before bed because you're not scrolling through the phone and tainting your thoughts, right? So in the morning, when you get up, how many people have their alarm set on their phone, and then you take your phone, you turn off your phone, and the first thing you see are text messages, Facebook messages, an email, or something that you got that's just, you know, on your phone. And then that's how your morning starts, right? And that's just not pleasant, right? We don't want that. You want your mornings to belong to you. You want your mornings to be you time. Okay, so by moving your phone away from your bedside table and then in a totally different room than somewhere where you won't be tempted is super helpful. Okay, so my phone belongs in my kid's bathroom, and now I'm not even going to grab the phone until it's work time, right? Because honestly, do you really need to check Facebook and your emails at 6 a.m. or, you know, before you even start your day? No, you don't. You don't, okay? So take the phone out of your room, put it somewhere where it's not going to be the first or second place that you go. And I promise you, your quality, your mornings will be so much nicer because you have that clear, beautiful cup of water. And if you didn't join us, somebody's mad about that. If you're just joining us, you know, you can watch at the end, but I am talking about your thoughts being this beautiful cup of water and something like a paintbrush coming in and tainting it and turning that water a totally different color. So just, you know, go back to the beginning and you'll know what I'm talking about. But anyway, the big hiccup with this is, well, I use my phone as an alarm clock, right? But I have found the most beautiful solution. And it's not just a regular alarm clock, because there have been studies showing that the harshness of the alarm clock, that really terrible blaring sound, isn't good for you to wake up to either. It's just as tainting to our thoughts. So I was doing a little bit of research the other day and did a quick search for alarm clocks for health and wellness. And what came up was this beautiful thing called a sunrise alarm clock. And this is what I'm so excited to tell you guys about. And I immediately ordered one, and it is amazing. I love it so much. Okay, so it's the sunrise alarm clock. And what it does is you can time it. So let's say you want to wake up at 7:30 in the morning. So you can create a sunrise schedule on your clock, either 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or 60 minutes, where the sun starts to rise via a warm glow from the clock. and eventually you start waking up before the sound even goes off. Okay, so I just want to show you guys this clock, and it's so beautiful. It's like the natural way of waking up. It's like how man was intended to wake up, with the sun. And then you start, oh, Jessica, you have one. Don't you love it? I love it so much. Okay, so this is what mine looks like, and it's really cool looking, right? It's not like this weird piece of techie looking thing, but it's so much better than a phone. Okay, so this is a lamp, and you can actually choose the colors of the lamp. And I'm gonna drop a link to the one that I have, so don't worry about it. But anyway, you can choose the color of the lamp, and you can choose the sound. So I have birds, because it makes me feel like Snow White when I wake up and all the animals are greeting me. Yes, I'm a little bit cuckoo, but you know, whatever. So anyway, you have this beautiful glow of light that wakes you up. And then you're not even going to your phone. And so guys, guess what? The fact that I don't have my phone in my room anymore, I'm able to get more sleep because I go to sleep earlier, and I'm able to wake up earlier, and I'm able to spend more time by myself because my thoughts aren't tainted by all the crap that I saw on my phone, right? So I'm going to bed earlier. I'm going to bed in a more pleasant state, all because I took my phone out of my room and replaced it with a beautiful alarm clock that doesn't wake me up with harsh sounds. So how simple is that, right? Such a simple swap. And I just want to remind you guys that by transforming your life or enhancing your life or even just enriching your life, it doesn't happen overnight. It happens with a series of simple swaps that are sustainable, that you can continue on. And then all of a sudden, 6 months down the road, you look and you've got all these swaps and you just feel better, right? And it's sustainable because you took it easy on yourself and gently on yourself, and you didn't try to do 8 million things at once, because that's just not sustainable, right? So I encourage you guys to really think about when you can take your phone out of, oh my God, my phone just fell. So I encourage you guys to think about when you can take your phone out of your room, right? Tomorrow, today, in 2 or 3 days, just take your phone out of your room, think of a place where you want to plug it in, and go get yourself a sunrise alarm clock, all right? It's a really simple switch. By the way, my clock was 30 bucks. I got it on Amazon Prime, and I got it the same day. I live in Austin. I know all of you don't have same-day delivery, but it was such a simple swap, and guys, it has really, really enriched the quality of my evenings and my mornings, and it's so easy. It's so easy, right? Okay, so figure out when you're gonna take your phone out of your room, where you're gonna put it, order the alarm clock, and have a very pleasant morning and evening, okay? Bye. Oh, and I'll see you next Wednesday. And of course, I always want to hear from you. So if there are any challenges that you're facing, send me a message, drop me a note, and let me know. And hopefully I can address it on the next life hack. Again, they're Wednesdays at noon. Also, I encourage you to go visit my website. It's megsylvester.com. I have a free cookbook on there. So if you know anybody that is getting kind of crappy sleep, husbands, share this with them and let them know. And by the way, me and my husband got ourselves separate alarm clocks because we wake up at separate times. I wanted him to have the phone out of the room too, so that way I wasn't even seeing his screen. Okay, so if you have someone in your room with you, encourage them to maybe do the same. And that's all I have for you. I hope this is helpful, but I promise it will be. So just do it, okay? Bye.